Hello everyone, we are at the Wisconsin Musky Convention in Rothchild, Wisconsin. Check that out. I think that's actually, I'm not really sure if that's a muskie or a electron. It looks like a muskie. That is definitely a muskie on this picture here. So let's actually go to the convention and see what we actually got. I actually want to talk to some people that do like the trips and stuff. Hopefully, this is kind of structured a little differently from the fishing convention, but people say it's just as good. So let's take a look. Now, to be fair, I'm actually not a musky fisherman. I do a lot more catfishing, carp, bass, and other stuff. But yeah, we have a couple of things here. I don't exactly know what these are. It looks like decorations. But yeah. Oh, these are free. I don't have a bag right now, so I might come back for these. But they have some nice decorations here on the entryway over here. And of course, they have a couple of specials here, autographed books, things like that. So yeah, it's oh, that's a nice muskie there. That's a world record muskie. I think that was on the Eagle River. I'm not exactly sure where that was, but I think that was Eagle River. 1949, has not been broken for 77 years, 2026. Keep forgetting that part. So you got, you know, a couple of books, some, whatever this is, like clothes and stuff, and Winnebago Land Muskie Club. I'm not from around here. Oh, is that like the size of the lure you guys would use?
It has its applications.
Okay.
So that's a Phantom Glide. They don't make them anymore.
Okay.
And then this is a Crazy Glide made by Bob Hosey. Those aren't made anymore either.
I mean, I've got ones this size. I've never tried using one this size though. Because like I think I'd have a hard time just launching that out very far.
No, we were thinking you got to cast it like this.
Yeah. No, because like you know, I do a lot of like big catfishing, especially like down in Missouri. So like with the 9-foot poles, you just grab them like this and cast them instead of like using the regular type. So casting something like this has got to be what, like
it's over a pound.
Yeah, it's over a pound, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's got to be like that.
You almost have to surf cast it.
Oh yeah. That, I mean,
and then really big.
I've seen the way where you cast it, where you just like they swing them in a circle above their head.
Too,
I'm just like, I don't know how that works. I've tried it once, I couldn't do it.
Like those long cast competitions that they do. Those are kind of cool.
Yeah, I was like, how do they do that? It never works for me.
Yeah.
I still haven't figured out how to cast like a 12-foot pole yet. It's too big.
It's tough. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Got a ticket raffle here. Let's keep going. The Cusel Walleye Days, March 21st, April 12th. That's going on right, well, not right now, but in like a day. So, yeah.
Win this guy for your boat. $1 a chance.
Solid X. All right, raffle for Solid 15X.
Yeah.
Nice. Midwest Muskie Club. Where are you guys based?
Out of Alsip, Illinois.
Alsip, Illinois. Is that near Shelbyville?
We fish Shelbyville.
I mean, that's one of the best places to actually, if you want to catch a muskie.
Yeah.
Fox Chain just over the border is good.
Win this guy for Mother's Day.
Win this thing for Mother's Day. Get a raffle. I'm doing a video for the expo, so.
Okay. What the hell is it? Father's Day too?
Got a lot of, actually, yeah, you want to win that for Father's Day.
Prizes. We got cash also.
Yeah, you want that for Father's Day more than Mother's Day, I'm sure, you know. All right, so we got a lot of clothes here. A lot of muskie clubs in this section. Some nice artwork here. And I'm not really sure what these are, but I guess these are artworks as well. Oh, some nice rods here. You know, like I'm a spin cast guy, but these are not bad. These are obviously like more of the bait caster type. I'm more of a spin cast, but these combos for $75 per combo with the string is not bad at all. That's not bad. These are actually really good deals for $10 each, especially like ones this size. I do have one this size in my box, but I've never used one that big. I tend to use ones that are a little smaller than that for both pike and muskie. See, like the spinners, like this is a really, this is like 665, I guess. So I use ones that are a little smaller, and they have some more, I think like these are more antique lures or like custom made lures here. So yeah, you can see like you have like pricey ones like $100, $50 here, but I'm sure they work pretty well. But these are more antique lures. I tend to like the giant spoons myself. But yeah, oh, there are some really big lures there. I'm not. How much do those weigh? You know?
Huh?
How much do those weigh? Do you guys know?
Which one?
The one with the red head.
This one?
Yeah.
15.
15 ounces, right?
15, 1.5.
Okay. Nice. It always like, it's really surprising to me when you see these big lures, because like I rarely ever use them. I mean, I guess sometimes the bait that I use is almost as big for flatheads. But yeah. So got another musky club here. I don't know what's going on in there actually. It looks like there's some kind of game over there for kids. That's nice. That's a big one. That's a big one.
I think he's one of our board members. I think that's Chris, yeah.
It looks like 55, maybe 60?
No, I'd say maybe
it's over
40s.
Oh, think so? Yeah. It looks over 50 to me, but
let's see, that's a 50.
Okay.
This is over 50.
Yeah.
That's mid 40s.
Mid 40s? Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, there's a lot of mounts here. You see 50-inch fish. I know Fatati's got some mounts.
It's a club in Wausau, right?
Yes, we're based out of Wausau. We're the second oldest club in the state. I think we started in 62.
Okay.
And Dave started in 61 down in the Rocky area. So we've got 4 outings a year. We're Lake Wausau outing. Our spring, we got challenge outing with Dave's. We got the spring outing here, the 12th and 14th. The fall outing here in Wisconsin River. $10 membership each year gets you free access to the outings. We got a meal with each outing. We're not a cash club or anything like that. It's just camaraderie, friendship. So we got a spring banquet. Member benefits are over here.
Okay.
Happy to have more members if you're interested. It's just a nice, comfortable group. It's not. I know a lot of our guys fish the big money tournaments.
Okay.
We're not like that. We're just. We do a lot of some kids activities. We do a kids outing. A lot of networking with the kids and throughout the. We do a lot of. We got scholarship programs. We do fish stocking. We do a lot.
So like you guys just generally fish like the Wisconsin River. I think that's out on the river right there. But
that's not a river fish here. That's probably
that's a tiger, right?
That's a Canada fish. That's a tiger.
Okay.
This I think is a Green Bay fish.
Okay.
Just I can tell the difference, the spots.
Okay.
That might be a Canada or a Minnesota fish. Okay. But yeah, that's a tiger. That's a tiger.
Nice. So Bill's Musky Club, Wausau, Wisconsin. Yep. I'm actually from Madison, so I'm just like coming here to do like a video. Do a video about the expo. I'm trying to get around to all the expos in the state, to do videos and stuff. So yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too.
Take care.
All right, so this is the main hall. This is what I was actually looking for. I remember seeing you guys at the expo in Madison a while ago, I think. Or was it like the one or the one in Oshkosh? I don't remember. I remember seeing you guys like at one of the expos a while ago. I don't remember. It's nice. I've actually never caught a muskie. I've caught like a ton of pike, but I guess I just haven't fished the right areas.
Well, you know what? My advice is about musky fishing is if you're not into it yet, don't do it because it's nothing but heartbreak and money spent.
It's a lot of money spent. I mean, like, I just use the 1-ounce spoons for like big pikes, and it works fine on the river.
Oh yeah.
But like different things work in different places. I've actually never used lures like that big, like the big one.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, like most of my equipment's for like heavy catfish, which honestly works for muskie for the most part.
Yeah.
Except you gotta, have the steel leader, obviously. But outside of that, But yeah. I think, you always want to try the big ones though, so they just look fun. But yeah, Angling Anarchy, pretty nice. So yeah, we have a Chaos Tackle Company. They have some nice rods here, actually. These are not really the type of rods I use for catfish, obviously. They're a little thinner on top, obviously. These are obviously more casting rods for muskie. 8-inch full grip, $100. These are very nice quality. We have tackle here. These, the rubber tackles. I rarely have ever used these because for pike I use significantly smaller lures. For skis are a little bit bigger, and I've seen a lot of people use these. These I think are, you know, when I go for like really big pike, I rarely use them, but if I do, I would use ones around this size. Because these do have like kind of the sucker shape, and pike do like these. These are a little big for me. I find it a little hard to actually throw these out too much. So, and you know, the thing about like muskie and pike is it is definitely more expensive than like catfish to get into, because the kind of equipment that you need to buy generally costs more. I don't know how much these lures are. You can see, you can see here, heavyweight, like 6-inch, $50. Like there's $50-$60 a lure. And for catfish, you just buy the pole. You can dig for earthworms, you know, get cut bait anywhere, so it's much easier. But, you know, like the thrill of pulling in a big pike is really, really incredible. And I've caught a couple of big ones before. Not like, you know, 50 inches, but, you know, like upper 30s, 40s. These are actually more of what I would actually use for skis. I prefer the golden one, so if I were to buy one, it would be one like this. The ones I use are quite a bit smaller, but if you're going for like a 50-inch muskie, that's what it is, Musky Mayhem tackle, and that is it's a nice ski up there. It's a really nice ski up there. These are actually not bad for like 20 bucks. Decent deal, decent deal. Probably find more on clearance though. Yeah, more of the same stuff over there. True grip line. So, you know, for ski anglers, I've seen people use anywhere from 20 to 90 essentially, or even 100. This is 85. This is pretty standard. And yeah, I think this is composite superline. So you essentially want, like, I would honestly use steel leader. But the composite superline, obviously, like, you don't want to use braid for skis or pikes. I've had them sliced right through line. I have them sliced through mono and fluoro too, but like not nearly as often. So the composite superline, way better. Not really sure. This is 150 yards. So yeah, that'll get you a spool. You want at least 100 yards, 80, 100 yards for muskie, because they run really fast and they are extremely powerful. Yeah, got a lot of friends that will basically primarily target ski and pike, and yeah, that's what they use. Like, it's one of the reasons I don't seriously get into musky fishing all that much, because these freaking lures are so expensive, and if you lose one, you're going to be crying, like, you know, 50, 60, 70 bucks, and these aren't even the more expensive ones. These are pretty like run-of-the-mill lures, like of this size. And yeah, these really up your chances on muskies, especially the ones that look like suckers. And even for bait for skis, it's more expensive. Whereas like cut bait, you can buy like a giant bag of basically shad for like $9. You know, like a dozen suckers will cost you like 10 or more. So definitely more expensive. These, yeah, see, like even the cheapest ones are $30. So like crankbaits, definitely like, you know, I actually like the baits with like squiggly tails. So I don't know about these, but like the big squiggly tail baits, like especially the twin twisters, they actually work decently for muskie as well. Well, at least for pike. I don't know about for muskie, but they do work really well for muskie. But got a lot of these. Generally, like if you're gonna be fishing for skis, yeah, like you're gonna be spending at least like, you know, 15, 20 bucks a lure, probably even more. If you're seriously into it, you know, 50 bucks per lure is not something that is completely out of the question. Yeah, these, I would actually be using these. I prefer the spoons myself. I've always had more luck with spoons. Obviously, you have the boats over here. Now, this convention floor is quite a bit smaller than the overall Fishing Expo convention floor, but this is white. This is a really nice boat. It's probably like 40, 50 grand. It's not something I can afford, because I'd probably rather buy a car. Yeah, if any of you want to donate me a hybrid RAV4, that'd be great, but I'd probably rather spend it on that than this. But yeah, it's nice. It's really comfortable with obviously the Humminbird fish finder. And yeah, basically look at the specifications. You got bait well 36, live well 60, rod storage up to 8, max horsepower 60. That's really big actually, and very, very nice here. I don't know if they have a raffle for these, but I'd probably sell mine if I got one of those, so I have nowhere to put it. Pedigree limit 2. Okay. Got a lot of, a lot more like shirts and like basically clothes here than the actual fishing convention. These are rain gear, and my rule for fishing is it's fine if it's raining, but if it gets lightning, you got to go in because you don't want to get struck. That can be quite deadly. But yeah, you see me wear my like ghetto like ski pants. These are much higher quality. These are Graph. Castle Rock Lake, Muskie's Manor, Castle Rock Lake. Win a trip for 2, Canada, Lake of the Woods. Yeah, $5 ticket or 3 for 10. I've been to Lake of the Woods. It's a nice place. Kind of do need a boat though. I wasn't there fishing last time, but it's nice. A lot of like people here do actually stock fish, but the thing is like every one of these booths is pretty similar to the one next to it. Like very similar baits. And they're all about the same price. These are, I think, a little bit more pricey. These are Bulldog rods, Pro Series, $220 each, or Show Special, 2 for $400, save $40. Trolling sucker rods, $130 each. Jeff Hansen jerkbaits, $180. Elite Series, $380. So definitely, like, this is about how much you're gonna spend for like a good muskie rod, which is about 10 times what I spend for my catfish rods. But I wish Wisconsin did have a catfish, carp, and sturgeon expo. I'd definitely go to that because that's like my specialty. But yeah, custom shell invaders, $27 each. These are actually on the cheaper side of baits. These are the ones I would actually like. The big paddle tails. The paddle tails, I just tend to do so much better with like paddle tail baits for like pretty much all fish that I throw baits for. I would actually prefer the lighter color ones, the neon ones, because they do better for me catching fish. Now these, like, with the small lures, you will attract everything from pike, muskie, to bass, even crappie. With these baits, you are not going to be catching any crappie. Maybe like a really big bass, but generally just pike and muskie. And for something like this, probably bigger pike as well. These are good too, because you have the dual tails. Like, I just prefer the ones with tails. Like I said, that's just my thing. Some people like the ones without tails, but my preference is the ones with tails. But yeah, these are nice. Oh, these are fine too, because they have the little shimmer gold thing at the back, and that really attracts fish. If you're fishing deep, I actually prefer these, because the glint actually does catch them. Yeah, just, all kinds of baits. These are slightly different. These are the ones without tails. You have the segmented action with the glint gold here. Probably would try.
Brass blades.
Oh, these are brass, right?
That's all brass. And what we do with frequency, we make sure we stay with the same metal and the same metal to make sure that the sound sounds the same. If you mix the similar metals, you're gonna have a different sound.
Okay. So what's the action like in the water for these?
Right there.
Okay, so it's a top water. Okay, it's a top water. Yeah.
Easy to throw, comes through the water, and that's on the fence and caught that one in that one.
Okay.
So it just depends on what color you want. That's the hardest part for most guys,
Yeah.
Easy to throw. I mean, at this point, also we made it this way because it cuts wind.
Okay.
Anything that's narrow going into a wind has less chance to, foul up and get your rod in the back latch.
I don't have too much experience in muskie fishing because, like, for muskie and pike, I use the big golden spoons pretty much exclusively. But
if you throw your pike rods, you can throw this on anything. Look how light it is. It's very light.
It's very light. It's very light. Very light.
So you don't need a heavy, gigantic stick.
It's true. It's true.
It's just about what you think that you like. And the baits that you throw already, you got certain colors that you like already. Everybody does.
For me, it's red and gold basically, or like orange and gold, like something like that.
Yeah.
The shinier, the better, generally.
It is. You're gonna get a lot of fish on that in the darker waters.
Oh yeah.
Clearer waters, they'd probably go to something a little lighter in the yellows and stuff.
Makes sense.
But yeah, the orange baby duck is a really hot one. And then we call that the glitter butt. We put a lot of glitter into that for shining in the evening like that.
Nice, sir.
You can. Would you like to? Okay, that's fine.
So these guys are Cyclone Bait.
Cyclone Baits, yep.
All right. Once again, at this convention,
these go under the water a little bit. You can go on top of the water or under the water.
Once again, at this convention, we want to bring cash because even at the door, they didn't take credit cards. So you want to bring cash.
Where did baby go? Because they'll take Venmo if you got that.
Yeah. So Venmo and cash.
You can do Venmo.
Okay. Yeah,
and then I'll just pay me because I don't have the Venmo thing with me. Because that's my son runs that, and I run this one.
I'm doing like a video for the convention, doing all this stuff. So I'm talking to people because
You can hear it up there.
I've caught a lot of pike. I've never actually caught a muskie. I just don't really fish the right places.
If you catch pike, you're gonna catch muskie.
Because like pike are a lot more common like throughout the waters for me. You know, like all the smaller rivers have them.
That's my number one pike.
All the smaller rivers have pike. So
that white drives the pike crazy.
Yeah.
Anything white like that, pike love.
I guess like I've never really tried casting that much on the Wisconsin River. With the Wisconsin River, I just fish it. It's like usually catfish, drum, or like something on the bottom bait, or walleye. And even that's like you just use the 3-way rig for that. But I've almost caught a muskie like that. I just tossed like a small drum out on a hook and it bit it, but like it got off.
Spring walleye run.
Yeah. They'll like, you know, if you catch a small walleye, sometimes they'll chase it when you're bringing it in. You know, with it. And usually,
Walleye color baits for no reason.
yeah, and you know, like a lot of times, like you're fishing with the small flimsy rods and the small flimsy string, you can't bring them in once they like catch the walleye. And plus, it's not muskie season anyway, so.
Throw on that current. If you get sideways from that current, it's gonna drag.
Oh yeah.
And even something like that, pike like bright.
Oh yeah,
you know,
yeah.
So you get the oranges and stuff like that.
I mean, to me, like, you know, this is like the gold stuff is perfect because I've fished with a lot of spoons and gold probably works the best out of all the colors.
What's the sound? It's all about frequency when you get at muskies and stuff like that. It's a sound that nobody has. Because nobody wants to spend the kind of money to do this. That's like $4 a blade to have that made up. That's the expensive part of that money right there is the blade. Because they don't make it. You have to special order this stuff for somebody to make that.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, like a lot of people look at that and like, oh, that's expensive per lure, but that's actually pretty common. Like when you're fishing for pike and muskie, like $50 a lure. It's pretty common.
Next door to me here, just my neighbor, there's $100 baits.
Yeah, like, you know,
it's just that's what it is. You know, I mean, and he's selling. I'm not saying he, you know, the guy right there next to CC Lures is selling $100 baits.
Yeah, I mean, like I've seen baits for muskie go anywhere from like usually like 15 is probably the cheapest.
But I want to keep the price down.
Yeah.
You know, and I want to be able to have repair it. Like I said, when you bend this in half and if the fish gets it, you cut this off, take out the shaft, put the new shaft in, make one little tie, your bait's ready to go.
Yeah,
make a bait that you can repair. People don't realize that anymore. Everybody thinks it's a throwaway.
No. You got to repair the stuff. I mean, if you're doing like $45 a lure, yeah, you got to repair it. For like, you know, for most of my lures, they're like, you know, $1. So if you like,
when I used to get these for 10. But I'm that old. I'm 68 years old, and that, you know, when I was 58 years ago, that was the price of these things.
Stuff gets more expensive, so that's how it goes.
I worry about that in our industry because they're putting things, the prices so high. I worry about the family. You know, if a guy buys a $100 bait, right? He buys 10 of them. He just spent $1,000 on it. He's got to go home and talk to the wife and say, "Honey, I just spent $1,000. I'm gonna go fishing."
I mean, like for the pike and muskie stuff, like I tend to use like the online redfish baits because they are a little bit cheaper.
So where do you fish at?
Like I'll fish like I'm from Madison, so I'll fish like the Sugar River.
Chain down there and everything?
Yeah, well I don't the chain.
The Madison chain on the big lakes. You're gonna catch fish on these like.
But I fish more like the Sugar River, the Pecatonica River, like the Rock River. So like
rivers the same thing. The thing about these, they don't sink.
They don't. Yeah.
That's the best part. They go on top of the water, so you can fish right next to shore and not worry about losing your bait.
Yeah. So nice baits here.
I hate to say that, but they say these stay on top of the water.
Yeah. So I mean, it depends on like how deep your water column is. Like on the Sugar, you would want something like this because that river doesn't get more than like 3 or 4 feet deep for the most part.
I'll throw these over 15 foot of water.
Yeah. But, but you can't use something like you can't really use a sinking one.
When a muskie or pike makes a jump and it's 15 feet above their head, that's a couple jumps in their tail. That's 15 feet is nothing. Nothing. Fish can move so fast with their motion in that ladder of their body. You know.
I'm just saying, like with the smaller rivers, you can't really use the sinking ones that much because the water's just so.
I've got people in Wisconsin Rapids where I live use these on the shorelines to fish a lot of fish.
Yeah. Nice. Me too. All right, we got big guy baits, and they have like a mounted muskie there. No, yeah, like I think standard musky setup will run you like 150, 200 at least if you want a good rod and like good baits. It's not the same thing as the bottom fishing that I do, because I would get all three of my setups for like $100 or 150 or something. The slicing ones, these are pretty common. These are about 9 inches, I believe, and they just mimic suckers because this is exactly what a white sucker would look like, and that's what they're after. Those are the common baits, but yeah, generally for musky, bright colors, stuff that's flashy, and yeah, that one is maybe like 4 feet. Right, what is that? Taxidermy. Okay, taxidermy. Nice. I'd like to have one of those on my wall eventually. Probably do it with like a flathead. But yeah, it's nice. Yeah, like baits, very similar. Oh, haven't seen those yet. Witch Doctor baits. Are these so are these like top water or do these sink? You know? Do these float on top or do these sink? I'm not very familiar with these. Okay, they're all top. They're kind of light. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, sounds good.
Custom musky baits over there. Custom musky baits. Bright colors. Oh, the tiger. The tiger pattern is really, really nice for baits. So, most of these, like you can see, like Spanky M Pros, 23, 27, 38. These are actually some of the cheaper musky lures. And it's about like, the price you get for these bigger baits. You also have Blade Runner rods here. Like once I said, Fuji reel seat rods, $209, $269. The reel would cost you like at least 50, 60 more. So, something like this, $300 for a setup. So yeah, I would actually like to use this because this looks like golden glitter. This looks like just something that'd be really fun to use. These are $40, and that's kind of what you expect for a bait of this size, or a lure of this size. You have rod repairs. Now, actually, I basically use Kevin's rod repair, DNS, because I live in Madison, but this is Eagle River, which is one of the prime spots for muskies, and that's real repair. And if you fish a lot like I do, you do need repairs, trust me. You have some decent rods. You have, this one's like, $25. Probably wouldn't fish for like big musky ones. This does not look like it can take a lot of line, but something like, the bigger rods, get some of this. This is like $60. Now you're getting more into more of that stuff. You have $40 here. So this particular stand right here, next to Matt's Rod Repair, actually has some pretty good deals on some of the cheaper reels. If you go for specialized musky reels, they are going to cost a lot more than this generally. They even have a couple of spin cast rods, spin cast reels here. I'm not a huge fan of spin cast. Spin cast is really hard for me to personally repair, and I do like to personally repair some of my stuff that I can, especially on the reels part, because they can get a little expensive, but spin cast is notoriously hard for me to repair. So, look at Deadly Outdoors. You have baits that actually look like real fish. Interesting. I have little golden glitter on the bottom. Actually, I like that. That'll attract a lot in deep water. So these sink, right?
What's that?
So these baits do sink, right?
No, these are actually crankbaits. They got a real slow rise.
Okay.
So these will fish down about 4 feet. These will fish down about 12.
Okay.
And they got a real slow rise. So I use these to replace dive and rise.
Okay.
Give them a little twitch and they'll turn right in front of the fish.
Okay.
So these are the gliders. This is the glider, the ones over there.
Okay. Let's see how this works. Oh yeah. Oh, that looks very nice. It looks very nice.
That's the gliders over there.
Okay.
And then
I noticed that one has a long tail though.
Yeah. So what I do is I put a tail on it and a blade just to show you how bulletproof they are.
Okay.
Most gliders will stop working when you put that much hardware on them. Then the crankbaits, the ones here.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I see that. Nice. I tend to more use stuff like this when I fish for pike. The really bright, like glittery, spinny things.
Yep. So on our I fish Lake of the Woods a lot.
Okay.
Lake of the Woods in 2 weeks. I generally put 40 to 60 muskies in a boat in 2 weeks for these guys.
Okay. What's the season for muskie on Lake of the Woods?
What's the what?
What's the season on Lake of the Woods for muskie?
Oh, middle of June through December 1.
Okay.
Like, it's always froze by end of October.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that cold up there, right?
Yeah, it's cold up there.
'Cause I did go to Lake of the Woods in like late May. It was fine then, but the water was still kind of cold.
May's,
late May.
so it doesn't open up there until June 15th.
Okay. So like it would like Lake of the Woods would still be frozen now, right?
Pretty what?
Lake of the Woods would still be frozen now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It'll be frozen for another month and a half.
Oh, really?
I live up by Leech Lake, which is 2 hours south of Lake of the Woods.
Okay.
And I got trucks on the lake yet.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, okay. Because like everything, like, I live in southern Wisconsin, so everything's already melted.
Yeah.
And like here, like it's all melting. You can't really get on the ice anymore here.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, we've had really good luck with the double blades off the guys.
I like the I do like the double blades. The flipper.
The color shift has been doing really good.
I'm a huge fan of the gold ones. I mean, I've actually never caught a muskie, but I fish for pike a lot.
Nickel.
What?
You like nickel or gold?
Gold.
My favorite are nickel. Yep, gold can work. Here's one with gold and nickel, and this is one with double gold.
It's a very nice rod. So we have Wicked Deadly Outdoors.
Yeah.
Nice.
There you go.
Thank you. Alright, we have a couple of colorful lures here. I've never seen this type actually. So are these topwater cranks, or I can't really tell. Are these topwater cranks or those topwater? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I figured because they're a little light, so I figured they'd be topwater.
It's like a creeper. So the guy that actually owns the booth, he got food poisoning this morning, so we're taking over. But it is topwater slash almost like a hog wobbler and a creeper. So at the same time as this, those are a regular creeper, but they'll, they kind of kick around like this, but this tail's be clanking at the same time.
Nice. So, little creeper baits.
Pretty nice.
I want to try some of these later because I've never actually tried a bait like this before. See what the action like. Something new. Wilderness. This is a fly-in fishing musky lake trout. So I guess this is where. Hey. Western Wisconsin Musky Guide Service. So tell me like what. So obviously you guys cover the Mississippi River a lot.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of fish a little bit all over the place. I really, I fish a lot in the Hayward area.
Okay.
And, some in Polk and Barrett County also.
Okay.
That's kind of my main area.
Is it, so like, do you guys do more lakes or do you guys do more rivers?
More lakes.
More lakes,
yeah.
okay.
I primarily fish lakes and that type of stuff,
Okay.
so, yeah. You ever get over to Hayward area at all, or not really?
No, like in that section of Wisconsin, because I'm from Madison, so in that section of Wisconsin, like if I go up there, it's probably going to be Eau Claire.
Okay.
That river. I think Wisota's over there. I'm not sure.
Yep.
So yeah, so it would be like around Wisota.
Okay.
If I go over there.
Yeah. So just north of Lake Wisota is a town called New Auburn.
Okay.
So I fish a lot in kind of that area.
Okay.
So yeah, I fish that quite a bit.
So there are like a lot of trophies up there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's some really nice muskies all over the place.
Like how many people are there up there? Because I know like central North Wisconsin, there's almost like no one.
Yeah.
But like western North Wisconsin, I'm not as sure because there's a couple of towns up there.
There is a couple of towns. So like if you're kind of like kind of close to like the Minnesota border, there's quite a few towns. Like there's St. Croix Falls.
Yeah.
Is a bigger town. There's Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake is kind of like right in here.
Okay. Yeah. Rice Lake. Yeah.
Rice Lake, and then I live in Hayward.
Okay.
So, there's a couple little towns and stuff here and there. So, but Rice Lake would probably be like the furthest north, like pretty big town.
Okay.
So there's, I guess my definition of a big town is probably different than yours. So about 10,000.
Yeah, 10,000 is pretty big for like up north generally.
Yeah. Right. But otherwise, it's kind of 2,000 to 3,000 people for
So like when you guide people, can you like, is it like a pretty good hit rate for like most trips out there? Like you can catch at least, when you guide people, like is it a pretty good hit rate for most trips out there? Like you catch like at least one or two fish?
You know, I'd say usually.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say probably about 80%.
Okay.
You know, we end up getting a fish.
Yeah, I mean, it's never 100%. So
yeah,
you know.
it's never 100%. You know, there is also stuff of, you know, I always try to like, you know, tell somebody like, you know, if I have a lake that they're biting on or something like that really good, like we always try to go to like, you know, a specific area that they're really going. But, you know, muskies are definitely, you know, they're the 5th to 10,000 casts. They're the most unpredictable fish in fresh water.
Yeah,
so I can give you every chance that you can have, but, you know, there's...
Yeah, I mean, it's never 100%.
Never 100%.
I fish around a lot, mainly for like catfish and stuff, and it's not 100%. You know, like for flatheads, it's the same thing. Sometimes you catch them, sometimes you don't. So you know,
it's always easy. I can guarantee that I could probably you know, have a muskie, you know, follow your bait or you know something like that, or you know that type of thing. But
I mean, everyone's chasing the 50-incher, and it's hard to get one of those. I've seen a couple of those, but like you know,
it's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been fishing my whole life, and you know, I've tangled with a couple of them in that, you know, 50 plus range, but not that many, but lots of, I mean, I've caught 10 over 48, but, you know, very few above 50.
Yeah, because once you get into like the really like trophy range, like they're just not as common, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think truthfully a lot of, you know, it takes, you know, 15 years for a fish to hit 47 inches.
Yeah.
So, you know, you think about that, then, you know, the older they get, the consistently slower they grow.
That's true. That's true.
You know.
That's true for all fish, though.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like when I go for sturgeon, like I haven't caught a 70 yet, but I've caught like 160. I've caught a bunch of 50, so like you know, it kind of like gets exponentially more difficult as you go on.
For sure. Yeah, it's just, you know, you start to get into like, you know, 48, 49, and then you're like 49 and a half, and then, you know, it's just...
Yeah, I think the biggest one I've seen caught was like 51, but you know, like there's big ones out there. Like I've seen like some people with like the 60s, but those are really rare.
Yeah. Yeah, well, if you ever want to come up and fish with me, just give me a call or message me on any one of those social media platforms or any of that.
Western Wisconsin Musky Guide Service.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
I'm Christian, by the way.
I'm Bob.
Great tonight. Great to meet you.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm just doing like a video, so I'm trying to get like, you know, guide services, like the people that offer like vacations in Canada or whatever, because there's always a lot of Canadian vacation people around.
Yeah, well, it's great to meet you.
Too. Rowan Lake?
Have you heard of Rowan Lake?
I have not, but there's like a million lakes up there.
I'll blow it up smaller.
All right. So the red one or
the red one?
The red one. Okay.
The blue one is Nestor Falls.
Okay.
That's where we fly from.
Okay.
So once you get there, you fly in by us.
Okay. So this is you can't drive there, right?
No, you cannot.
Okay. So you would get there. You would go. I would probably pass through International Falls and then go onto the Blue Mark, right?
Correct.
And then you fly it.
Nestor Falls is an hour north of the border.
Okay. Okay.
So once you get there, the float plane base, they got a parking lot. You leave your boat, you leave your car there, and then you fly in by us.
Okay, nice. All right, there's some of the prices there.
Our prices are all inclusive, so that includes the flight, you know, your stay, and all the taxes built in.
Okay, nice.
We serve you breakfast every day, give you everything you need for shore launch, gas up your boat and motor.
Okay. So, like, the stay includes the boat, right?
What's that?
The stay does include the boat, right?
It does, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This would be our typical boat.
Okay. Okay, yeah. That's nice. It's nice.
16-footer with a 20.
Okay. How big is Rowan Lake?
Rowan Lake, I'll change maps here. Rowan Lake, if you took it by boat, it would be 17 miles.
Okay.
By 8 miles this way.
All right.
So it's a big lake, probably about 60 to 70,000 acres.
Okay, yeah.
So in addition to Rowan, then we have Portage Lakes too, where we have a boat already there. You just gotta walk to them.
Okay.
So we have Basil, we have Hill. These two lakes, you can pull your boat through the stream. These two lakes are 100 feet deep apiece.
Oh, okay.
Very deep.
big fish.
Okay.
Shingwalk is another one of our Porter's lakes. This lake, this is crystal clear water in this lake.
Okay.
I took these pictures from the airplane.
Islands.
These rocks are 10 feet under the water.
Okay. Nice, nice. So what's the target species here? Like I see smallmouth bass, muskie.
Muskies, smallmouth bass, and lake trout.
Okay, lake trout. Okay.
But
like,
there's walleyes, there's northerns, there's largemouth.
Okay. So very similar to what the fish fauna is here.
Well, except here, the crowds are on top of the water in boats. When you go to Rowan Lake on a fly-in, the crowds are in the water swimming.
Yeah, I mean, I've been to that area in northern Ontario. Like I've been to I think last time I went, I was exploring not Winnipeg, the Nipigon. That was it.
Oh, sure.
I was exploring Nipigon. So
I always wanted to go there and fish brook trout.
Yeah, the lake trout I hear are really good there. So
yeah.
But it was like I didn't have a boat, and it was like beginning of June, so they were like a little bit deeper out. So, like I tried fishing like from shore, but it didn't work. So
sure.
Nice. So yeah, wilderness fishing oasis in Rowan Lake. These are a little bit new. What? Really?
Yeah. Really have. People send us pictures of their fish with the chicken.
Okay, so the chicken lures do actually work.
Yeah. They're like a top water. This one somebody pushed it. They're like a top water. They go on the top of the water.
Oh yeah, I mean they would float. They're kind of empty, so they have to float.
They kind of float.
Yeah. Oop. Well, I wouldn't expect something like this to work, but you know, like bright colors.
We didn't either. We started out as like a gag.
Yeah.
People to just give them tips and stuff, and they really catch fish, and
they do catch fish. Yeah,
and
it's nice.
Sending us pictures with the fish.
You know, and
I guess you never know.
They're only $13, so you can buy a couple of these for the price of like a regular lure. Because most of them around here, like most of the other stuff around here is like $40, $50. So you should try one of these. Like do a video with one of these, and you might actually catch something. It's nice. This is like really good for YouTube content if you manage to catch something with this.
You like top waters?
You know, like I generally fish large spoons for pike and muskie.
Oh, okay.
But like anything with like a glint on it would probably work for me. But like the spoons, I usually let them sink a couple of feet. So I don't have too much experience with stuff like this. But
now top waters are fun to fish with.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They're kind of entertaining. You know, you can kind of watch them. So what we did, we made the gold waves. We got 3 different sizes.
Okay.
We put a square tubing in the head.
Okay.
So when that goes around, it makes a nice clicky noise. So
Okay.
that kind of wakes up the fish, you know.
Okay. So this is Musky Badness Tackle Company. And also, they are one of the few ones that accept credit cards here. So you have credit cards that might actually work.
So we make all these ourselves. They're all handmade.
Okay. These are actually quite a bit cheaper than the other ones. So if your budget's low, this is a stall you want to come look at.
Yeah, we try to keep it so people can fish with it a little easier.
So yeah, definitely a stall you guys want to look at. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks for stopping in.
Beaver baits. Interesting. These are $70, but pretty common from us. So these are baits with beaver tails. It's kind of interesting. These, I mean, I can see how they work because they have the big tails, and muskie and pike will bite anything with big tails. Just kind of odd type of bait, but they do actually work. So yeah, beaver tail baits basically, and they're all like that. I'd still buy the more shinier ones, but still. Fins, finfish.com. So string.
Well, you can go buy some and get it if you want.
Composite Superline. Okay. 85.
Seen fins braid before?
No, I mean, like, I fish with braid, but usually I don't know what, I mean, I don't really know the difference between sorry, regular braid and like composite super line. I'm guessing these are much more bite proof.
Yeah, are you musky fishing? Or?
I've caught a lot of pike, but I've actually never caught a muskie.
Okay.
So, I usually I have
bait caster?
I usually use spinning because I mainly fish for like sturgeon, carp, and catfish, but I use those rods for muskie as well because I have I have 50, 60 pound line on those. I usually just catch like a steel leader, just throw them out. But so you can probably so fish would not be so for something like this. So for something like this, would fish be able to? Would a muskie be able to bite through this line?
I've used it ice fishing for pike.
Okay.
Without a leader, but when I'm musky fishing, you don't get very many bites.
It's true.
And I don't want to take any chances of losing a fish.
Yeah.
So I'd never fish without a leader.
Okay. I mean, usually when I'm fishing where there's pike and muskie, like I always use a leader. And
this is what I use. It's American fishing wire.
Okay.
49 strand. That's 90 pounds.
Ooh, that's nice. That's nice.
I tie these. And on the package, it shows you how to do that knot. And then it's just a double barrel crimp.
Okay,
So it's nice and flexible.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to throw a spinnerbait and you only wrap up, you're not going to kink it.
It's true. It's true.
So it's really nice stuff. But because it's 49 strand, it's not as durable as like a 7-strand leader. But you can get a kink in a 7-strand.
Like if I hook a really big muskie, I might be worried about that. But most of the time, it's like 30, 40 inches. So not too worried about that usually.
40, those are pretty feisty fish.
They are.
That's the way I do it.
Yeah. So fins, braid tooth.
You'd be fine running without a leader, but it could happen that you get bit off.
It's true.
The industry trend years ago was fluorocarbon leaders.
I still use fluoro leaders. They're hard to tie though. They're hard to tie with knots.
And I had a 130 pound fluoro leader, and I had a muskie. It was the day the muskies were going crazy. The storms were coming in. I really got them charged up, and I had one bite in front of the bait.
Yeah.
And my leader was hanging on by a fuzz. And after that, I switched everything out.
Yeah.
That was only like a 38-inch fish. It wasn't big.
Command your attention, please.
So this is Finn's line.
So that's crappie. It's like a winter.
Okay.
And Joseph
This is infinity.
Okay.
This is black and real subtle.
Okay.
That's 80 pounds.
Oh yeah.
All of it has different pound tests.
I mean, I'm very familiar with catalog. I'm pretty familiar with braid string because I fish for catfish and sturgeon a lot, and I pretty much always use braid.
The XS braid.
XS braid?
It's like a Suffix 832.
Okay, it's 82. It's like 80 pound though.
Yeah, this is 80 pounds.
Yeah, I think right now I have 50 on all of mine, but like, it works fine. So you have a raffle right here too. So.
If you buy a spool of line at Ross's down on the end or Chaos, then you get in the raffle, and that's what we're doing.
Oh, nice. 500 yards and 2,000 yards. Very nice. Fins USA. Nice. More baits and lures. Ghost tails. A lot of this stuff. Different designs here. Dead perch. I've actually caught a ton of pike on dead perch, so I'm going to guess they're going to work for muskie as well, because it wouldn't really make sense if they didn't. 6-inch gliders. Drop, they do actually accept credit cards, which is nice, but they do charge 10 extra %, so you want cash. And then some of these, they don't have prices, but please ask for prices. Got gliders everywhere. And I know you have some crappie designs as well, so these are really kind of interesting. Nice to put on the wall too, honestly.
I would buy all of them.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait a minute, that's right, I sell them, that's right. Got a question?
Yeah. No, I'm just looking at different lures because I'm doing a video for the Musky Expo. Like I've been hitting all the Wisconsin expos.
Yeah, you bet, no problem.
Yeah. So yeah. I'm more partial to the smaller, kind of like, I'm more partial to the smaller ones myself.
I do too. I got a bum shoulder. And I don't get out as much as I used to. So it's more fun to go fishing, not try to fish at 10,000 pounds. I want to catch 10,000.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's why
But even with like something like this, you know, if you're going to be catching like pretty big bass with something like this. So.
I caught a crawdad and I caught a 52-inch muskie on that size. So it kind of blows up the idea.
Yeah, like big fish will bite small lures, so, you know.
Early in the season is the best time because that's when the bait fish are starting.
Exactly.
That's also the other logic, right? That's why it kind of goes different sizes all the way through.
Nice. It's just so interesting because like I go to the ice fishing expo and then I come here, I go to the regular fishing expo, like everyone here selling like gigantic lures, and those places they sell like the little like, you know, the little twister tail thingies.
I mean, if you walk around, you could put together, we make our own stuff. But you look at us, we compare prices to everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, like, because a lot of, like, you know, most of the lures are about the same size. You have, like, more designs than most other people know here.
One other thing about the way I look at it is I might sell mine for a little bit less here.
Okay.
But if you call me back and say, hey, man, okay, well, then I'll get my money back in a second.
That's true.
That's what I usually shoot for.
Yeah. Like some of the favorite shapes are the sucker shapes, which is like long and narrow. But you know, that's what you use if you bait fish, so it's kind of what it is. You know, I'm gonna try to look around for Garmin electronics. I actually used some of this stuff before. You know, I can't find like a deeper stand around here because that's the sonar I actually use. And I can never find them anywhere. That's probably because they're based in the UK or something. But yeah. There's a lot of very, very similar stands with different types of like big lures, you know. So yeah, win a free musky replica. Winner will be chosen on noon on Sunday. This video is probably going to go up tonight, Friday night. So you can win one of these. Oh, this one would be extremely nice. 51 pounds, 53 inches. Have that on the wall. Of course, I would actually rather catch my muskie and do a taxidermy because then it's like mine, but this would be a nice decoration. This is huge as well. Wouldn't you love to catch that? I have never seen a bass that big. No, that's a walleye. That's why I haven't seen a bass that big. This is actually a walleye. So, yeah. More fishing lures. Muskie Guarantee guide service.
How you doing?
Good.
Good.
So where do you guys, what bodies of water do you guys usually fish?
I'm all over the place. I'm Vilas, Oneida, Lane Lake counties.
Vilas, is that like?
Rhinelander area.
Is that like central North Wisconsin?
Yeah, northeastern Wisconsin.
Okay.
An hour from here.
Yeah.
Okay, so like an hour north from here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm actually like 2 hours south of here, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on up.
Yep.
Yeah, come on up.
Yeah, 'cause I just like to check out all the conventions because I've been to the 2 fishing conventions and now it's like the muskie convention.
Yeah. How you like it?
It's not bad. I mean, like the stuff like they sell is very different here from the other ones because like everyone's trying to sell like the little jigs at the other conventions, and like you come here, it's like $50 giant.
Yeah.
It's like it's beautiful, but it's also expensive.
Yes. Can be.
Yeah, that's why I work a second job.
Yeah.
I've caught a lot of pike. I've never actually caught a muskie because there's just more pike around, I guess. There's more bodies of water. And, you know, I don't really have patience to cast 10,000 times usually. So.
Right.
But, you know, I'd like to catch one sometime.
They can be tough, but I'll tell you, if you get one boat side and it's chasing your bait around in a figure 8 and it comes up and you see the whole thing, you'll never go back.
Never.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
I mean, like, for me, I do cast for a lot for bass and pike, but, like, a lot of the warmer season, I go for, like, catfish, like flatheads, sturgeon, and, like, the really large carp. I think carp fishing is really underrated.
Yeah.
So, but
There's nothing like a muskie, man.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I've caught the pike before. They are very, very, like, that class of fish is definitely different.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I think the hardest fight the longest and hardest fight I've ever had was like with a huge sturgeon. And like, I don't think anything can actually match that for me because that thing's like 100 pounds.
That's one thing, like with musky fishermen, we're not fishing for a fight, we fish for that bite. Your fights are literally 10 seconds to a minute long.
Yeah, but if it's explosive, it's fine.
It is. And it's that bite and the bolt side action, seeing that fish just.
I would, that experience is like something I would like experience. I want to experience it a couple times, because the sturgeon is very different. It's like you get into it and it's like a grueling fight for like 30 minutes, and it's like it just takes back, comes in, takes back. And then when you get it to like both sides, you can't put it in the net because it's like 5 feet long. So you have to like drag it up. But I've seen people online, like a lot of the YouTube fishermen, like fish for muskie and stuff, and they catch more pike than muskie because there's just more pike around. But for me, a muskie is kind of like a brown pike, a bigger brown pike.
A little bigger, a little heavier. A little meaner.
They don't bite as often though. Like I think pike are a little bit more aggressive.
There are less of them, and their feeding habits are a lot different. They're very window oriented. Where you can go out and throw a spoon or a spinner around and catch pike all day. Muskies are very like, if you have an hour window where you might see 3-4 fish, that's that. And then nothing for 4 hours.
Usually like
very easy.
The time I see it the most is in the spring when I'm actually fishing for walleye. I catch a small one and bring it in, and then like one will just like try to chase it in.
It's because it's that action. Because that fish is fighting, and it's like muskie wants to attack it because it's fighting.
Usually I'm fishing with like a little flimsy rod, so like even if it bites on, I mean it's not seasoned first of all, but otherwise than that, like even if it bites on, I can't pull it in because the rod's a little flimsy.
Well, if you want to catch a muskie, this is the guy to go with.
Nice. So you guys are in the Rhinelander area. Okay, so Muskie Guarantee Guide Service. Nice.
Take a card, take a sticker if you want. Free to it.
Nice. All right, thanks. Cougar Baits Fishing Lures. Very nice. Muskie Safari Tackle Company. Ooh. Sunglasses. Yes, I actually need to buy one of these sooner or later, because I spend a lot of time outside and it might not be so great for my eyes if I don't. Immersive outdoor equipment. Nice. Oh, these are like discount crankbaits. It's $20 with the tax included. These are definitely on a discount. So if you want like a little bit cheaper on the lures, check this out. Piscarma, fish with family. These are actually the big musky reels I was talking about. So I have bought these online. Maze baits. Oh, this is interesting. Maze baits. Stainless steel. Okay. Woodman's Lodge. There's actually like less resort stuff here than the other. There's definitely less resort stuff at this show than the other shows. There's definitely like less like lodges and resorts here than the other show, fishing expos I've been to.
Yep. And this is privately owned. This is ours.
Okay.
So it's not really a resort, but we rent it out. So,
Yeah.
Have you been to Lake of the Woods?
I have been there for sightseeing. Yes. I've been there for sightseeing. I haven't really fished it. I mean, like it's a nice area. I was on the way to Winnipeg, so I just stopped there.
Oh yeah. That would be the way you'd get up there. So did you cross that War Road then?
I think
Roseau?
I don't remember. I think it was Baudette or something.
So right here, Baudette. So you probably you crossed the Rainy River and you went up this way. You'd have to go all the way around. Did you go all the way around?
I don't remember. I think I probably crossed here.
I'm guessing you did. There's a little town called Sprague.
Sprague.
So once you get to Sprague, then you drive back up here and you go back into the United States.
Okay.
So our cabin is in the United States.
Oh, so it's in the U.S.
But you have to go through Canada to get.
So you're in that northwest angle.
We're in the northwest angle.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, and then if you zoom in, here we are on a creek in the inlet. And then people musky fish back here, but most of the musky fishing is right here. So, Yeah.
I mean, I've been all over Ontario, so I'm familiar with like a little bit of Northern Ontario. I mean, the roads only go up so far.
Right. Yeah.
So like I've been to like Nipigon, Thunder Bay, Toronto, obviously, because everyone goes there. Niagara Falls, that area, and then like I've been to Lake of the Woods. Around here, so it's. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, a lot of people just go up there for like walleye fishing or pike fishing as well. So.
Yeah, that's how we started 10 years ago. We went up there for musky fishing, and all of a sudden we're building a cabin.
Woodman's Lodge.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, it's just because I do a lot of like, you know, like bass fishing and stuff, and like I'm just not used to seeing lures like this big.
Fishing is bass fishing on steroids.
Yeah, I mean, like
with less hits.
Yeah, I'm mainly like a catfish, sturgeon, carp fisherman.
Yep.
And like the fish are just as big, but they fight completely differently. From pike.
You get a much longer fight on a catfish or a sturgeon.
Oh yeah, like quick fight. Oh yeah, like a sturgeon. Like one had me tied up for like half an hour.
Yes, correct. Yep. Yeah, that's exactly right.
But you know, like I can use this. I generally can use the same rods and reels because they're big. Like they're both huge rods and reels.
Yep. Yeah. I would use the same equipment for. Well, I have used the same equipment for sturgeon fishing. Same. Yeah. Same line, same everything.
Like I think like musky fishing, it gives me more of that adrenaline rush when a big pike or a ski hits.
Yep.
But then like for sturgeon fishing, it's just so much more endurance. It gets me tired. It gets me so tired.
Yep.
It's like
it is anticipation. It's excitement. But it's overcooked.
Yeah.
For musky.
Yeah. For sturgeon, like it's like my arm starts hurting after like 10 minutes. I'm like, oh, when's this thing gonna give up?
Right. Yes.
You know? And if you got like a 60, 65, 66, 70 incher, it just takes forever to reel in.
That's the biggest I've caught is in mid 50s.
I caught a 65, 66 last year, and that took forever to reel.
That was a big fish.
But like, at first it was like kind of pulling. I'm like, I think I got the bottom. I'm not sure. But it's like it starts moving. I'm like, oh, it's actually a fish.
Right.
And then it just jumps out of the line. I'm like, oh, that one's big.
Yeah. Right. So was this during sturgeon season, or were you on the Rainy River?
No, I was actually on the lower Wisconsin River in September.
Yeah.
They extended the season this year, though. So it's
that happened a couple years ago, right?
Not on the lower Wisconsin, but this year they did extend it on the lower Wisconsin.
They did.
So it's like all the way up to Morrill, which is like a little bit north of here.
Yep. Right.
And it's like I think it's from June to March of next year now.
Seriously?
Yeah. It's in the guidelines, like on the general inland waters.
You can fish sturgeon that whole time?
You can't keep them, but you can catch and release. Yes.
Seriously, you can target them.
Yes, all the way from Morrill downstream on the Wisconsin.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean that saves me a lot of issues because, like, you know, I do a lot of YouTube fishing content, and in the winter, it's kind of hard for me to get content. I do a lot of ice fishing, but like I get tired of catching bluegills every once in a while.
Right. Yeah.
So like, you know, getting a big fish is good.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
are you doing content for the sports show here as well?
What?
Are you doing content for the sports show, or is it fishing content?
I do both. So like I did a video for the fishing expo down in Madison, and then I went to Oshkosh for the ice fishing one. So now I'm here for the musky one. I didn't go to the Milwaukee one because it was the same time as the actual other expo.
Yeah.
And I got kind of confused because like, do they already have the expo? Because like, you know, it was like that was a musky expo as well. So.
Yeah, there's 4 main musky expos in the Midwest.
Oh, nice.
Chicago, Milwaukee, this one, and Minnesota.
They don't really have a catfish one or a sturgeon one here, so
they don't.
That'd be nice. But I can see why they really don't, though, because
it's very limited.
You know, like it's kind of like
you only use a few things.
You only use a few things, and you can't really try to sell your catfish lures because no one's gonna buy them exactly.
I mean, the thing about musky is some of it turns into art. You know.
It is because. Those fish, honestly, like especially pike, though, like they'll essentially bite anything, as long as it's like shiny and moving.
All the paint is for us. And I'll have guys sit here and debate on what color. Like they'll ask their buddies, they'll ask their wife, and I'm like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, like the biggest muskie I've seen caught's a 51, and it was caught on like a little crappie jig.
Yeah.
It took like forever to bring it in because the guy had like 8-pound test or whatever because he was fishing for like perch or whatever. But they'll bite it.
Yeah, if they're gonna eat, they're gonna eat.
Oh yeah. But these are polycarbon brass. So this is a spoon, right?
No, that's a blade.
Oh, it's a blade.
This is a really big blade.
Okay.
These are polycarbonate. These are circuit board material. Okay. But I can make all of these in polycarbonate, all of them in aluminum, any of them in any material.
Okay. Nice, nice.
So those are primarily musky components, musky diving lips.
Okay.
Just an assortment of blades. These are regular Colorados, but these are kind of unique blades, jitterbug bibs, and then a lot of spoons. And I manufacture all these.
So the lodge, where exactly? Oh, you just told me it was in the northeast corner. Okay, yeah.
So that's ours. We just built it.
Nice.
Literally brand new as of 2 months ago.
Nice. All right, thanks. Some more skiers. Hey, is this like a? It's like a newt or like a.
What?
Is this like a newt or like some kind of amphibian lure?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Woolly pog.
It's called a woolly pog.
Okay.
It does this right on the surface.
Oh, that movement will attract him. Yeah. Nice.
This is how I carve them with this knife.
Oh, that's a very nice, so this is actually what they're made of.
I'm sorry?
So this is what these are actually made of.
Yeah, basswood.
Okay, basswood, okay. Nice. Oh, that's very nice.
Thank you.
So you guys are in Tomahawk, right?
Tomahawk, yep.
Passed through there a couple of times on the way to Bayfield, but not,
Cool.
haven't actually stopped there before.
Nice.
You know, if they didn't say earrings, I would think these were lures.
They are. They're blades.
That's true. Blades. It's very nice. Black sheep, Tasky, Tucky, and Musky. Like, a lot of the lures they look very similar. There's a couple of unique ones. Oh. Spoons and Phelps. La Buttes Desert. That is the source of the Wisconsin, by the ways. And they have all types of that. I actually have this from the last expo. But yeah, it's very, very nice. I've actually visited them like a couple weeks ago. So that's a place you want to check out if you're looking for a musky retreat. Muskies. Garrett Shipman artist. So some fish art. It's very nice. Actually very reasonable cost as well. Really good stuff. Smitty Bait and Guide Service. I'm gonna get one of these.
55.
That's awesome. I stay within the line. Yeah.
Licensed guide.
Yeah, you do? You're getting good. Big boy now. I have a tractor.
Minocqua. Yes. Oh, this looks nice. The gold one. Beater's wire. Indian Creek bucktails. I think, if you're really into ski fishing, I would probably try all types of lures to see which one works best. Because, if you try all of them, you eventually just get to, which one works best at what times of the year. Instead of sticking with one. Like, I generally fish for them in the colder months, or pike at least. That's why I use the spoons. So yeah. I haven't seen too many glow in the dark ones though. So those would be pretty nice. Picture with a muskie. All right. Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nice. Good. How are you?
Good.
All right. What's the price for the drawing here?
This whole package is going on Sunday.
Okay. Is that a fly fishing rod?
This is for sucker fishing for the kids.
Oh, okay. I was like...
The kids catch suckers.
Okay, that makes sense. I was like, that doesn't really look like a musky rod, so...
No, that's for the kids.
Yeah. So yeah, I have a drawing here. 1 for 10, 3 for 20. 3 for 20, so yeah, get here before Sunday.
Yeah, we're going to do it on Sunday. You don't have to be present to win.
Okay.
We'll contact you.
It's very nice. I like this musky rodeo thing. There are nowhere near as many resort things here. Custom built rods. Nice. 315. Okay. Yogi Rods LLC. Nice. Headwaters chapter. This is Eagle River. I think the world record muskie was caught out of Eagle River. Not exactly sure. So yeah. Some custom lures here.
Where's my partner going?
We have just a lot of other stuff here. I mean, like, it's just so jarring to see like such huge lures after like, you know, just browsing through like super small ones. I was actually hoping for a couple more like. I was definitely hoping for a few more of the kind of resort stuff here, but there isn't that many. I only talked to one or two, and pretty much everything here is lures and tackle. So yeah, Mr. T does fish. Chuck Norris actually died today, but he didn't actually die, he just defeated life. Meps. Oh yeah, I actually have a couple of the Meps, the smaller ones for trout, and also I do have the one for pike. Musky sauces and stuff. Truly custom, okay. But yeah, you can see like just going around here. You know, most of it is lures, a couple of rods, a few vacations, but you know, you have your basic type of lures. Everyone's trying to sell them. There's a couple of cheaper options here, obviously, and definitely a cheaper couple of clubs here, especially around the Wausau area. And I just learned there's 4 Musky Expos throughout the country. So this is we have the seminar room over there, so people are giving like seminars. I'm probably gonna go back in to look for some other stuff here, but I'm almost out of SD card room space. So I have like seminars where people are, you know, talking about stuff, about how to do musky fishing, so that's nice. But yeah, you know, like I've said several times in the video, thank you.
Yep.
I've never caught one myself, so I would like to catch one. I've caught a lot of pike. If I just paint those pike brown, they'll be musky, but probably not the correct way to catch an actual musky. Painting fish is probably against the law anyways. So yeah, but I think that about does it for the Musky Expo. Talked to several people, looked at, you know, a ton of lures, and most of the other stands are going to look fairly similar to the ones I've already looked at, but you know, there's probably like, you know, 500 different options for muskies, and some of them are really good deals, like, you know, like this one, Single B Colorado for like $18. So there are some Expo convention deals as well, so be sure to check this place out. So yeah, it's a very nice place, leaders, fishing rigs, basically everything, and a lot of like clothes and stuff. So now if you and artwork as well, and like the one guy just said, a lot of musky lures is actually art, because they will actually bite anything. I think the shinier things tend to get bit more, in my opinion, but you know, there's a lot of shiny lures here. The big ones, you know, if you want to specifically target bigger fish, but you know, they'll bite anything basically. And if you want some decorations, we've got those too here. So with the big kind of like artwork stuff here, I've never actually seen a walleye that big, but they do exist. It's very nice.
It's a 15-pounder.
15-pounder.
More than pretty nice.
I've never caught one nearly this big, so.
Yeah, that's more than pretty nice.
I've never caught one anywhere close to this big, so yeah. I think the biggest one I caught was probably like this long.
Where the hell are you fishing?
Like I've caught like I think it's like a 25 or so. I think the biggest one I've caught is like 25. It was 25 is about 5 pounds or so for me.
Where are you from?
I'm down in Madison.
Madison?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You fish the Fox River. Fox Chain, they produce.
Yeah. I mean, I've caught a lot of walleye, but I've caught a lot in like the 1920 area. That's usually like.
Shit, what's it? Hold on, give me a second.
The Sauk River Dam?
Sauk City, yeah. I usually fish that for sturgeon, but yeah.
There's big walleyes in there.
Oh yeah, that's where I caught the 25. Yeah.
My buddy Noah, he guides on there, angling anarchy, or Madison angling.
Yeah, I've seen some of his videos. Yeah, I mean, like, the problem, like, I'm a shore fisherman. The problem with that specific dam is that, like, there's like one or two spots there's one or two spots that you don't get snagged, and then the rest of the areas, the rest of the spots around that area, you get snagged.
You throwing jigs most of the time?
No, I mean, like, a lot of times I use a 3-way rig with a minnow to actually fish them.
Go up in the rapids and cast a number 9 flicker shad. It's a crankbait.
Yeah.
And you'd think it would get snagged up in those rocks really easy, but the way they're designed, they literally just bounce right off the rocks, and the walleyes cannot resist them.
Oh, it's nice. It's nice.
So buy a couple number 9 flicker shad, give them a try.
I might do that. Jeez, I need a tissue or something. Oh, that's a nice muskie too. Very nice muskie. Alright, I think that does it basically for this muskie convention. We've seen a billion different lures, a couple of resorts. Oh, this is a new one. Let's get this one. Whispering Winds Resort, Lake Vermilion. This is Ontario, right?
No,
Really?
Minnesota.
Northern Minnesota. Okay. So where's
Highway 53? You just take it north, and this is Cook. If you kept going, we'd go into International Falls.
Okay. So how big is this lake?
40,000 acres.
40,000 acres. Okay.
Yep.
So muskie looks like pike.
Muskie, pike, sunfish, crappies. There's bass.
Okay.
There's perch. There's walleye. Everything.
Is it like is it mainly like a boat type of thing, or like is there like good
This
like?
is where we are. We have cabins.
Okay, but I mean, like for the fishing, is it mostly like you have to have a boat, or is it like can you fish from shore?
Boat.
Okay.
And we do have boats that you can rent at with us.
Okay.
And then if you do end up staying with us, the guiding is free.
Okay.
So Jeremy's our guide.
Okay. Nice. I've been to Superior National Forest quite a few times. I like it in the summer. I just don't like the biting flies. Those are kind of nasty. So.
July. Come in July, like end of July. It's usually not so bad.
Because like last time I think I went up there,
June, if you go in June and there was like a big rainstorm, they can be pretty bad.
Oh yeah. Last time I was up there, I was climbing Eagle. I was going for like Eagle Mountain, and like they're just everywhere there. So in the forest. So yeah, it was pretty bad, but the area there is really scenic, so I like it.
It is. It's beautiful.
Yeah. I've got a Whispering Winds Resort here, Cook, Minnesota. Nice. Alright, just gonna make sure I didn't like actually miss anything. So I think I got everything. Alright, that's gonna do it for this Musky convention. I'm gonna stay here for a little while longer, but I've only got about 5 minutes left on my SD card. So yeah, I'm gonna upload this hopefully Friday night, and so you guys can know what's here. And if you want to come Saturday or Sunday, check it out. It's a great expo. All right, that's me signing off. Hello everyone. We are at the Wisconsin Musky Convention in Rothchild, Wisconsin. Check that out. I think that's actually, I'm not really sure if that's a muskie or a lake trout. It looks like a muskie. That is definitely a muskie on this picture here. So let's actually go to the convention and see what we actually got. I actually want to talk to some people that do like the trips and stuff. Hopefully, this is kind of structured a little differently from the fishing convention, but people say it's just as good. So let's take a look.